So, have you ever heard that it is a really bad idea to travel with an electric vehicle? I'm pretty sure you did. All right. What about we make that experience ourselves? What about we take an electric vehicle and we travel 200 miles plus to see how many times we're gonna stop to charge this thing? Does this sound like a solid idea to you? All right. This electric vehicle is the Tesla Model Y. All right. It is currently sitting at 54% battery. Let's go ahead and charge it all the way to 100%. And let's be on our way. You want to do this? Let's go. All right, guys, we have arrived to the charging station with 50% battery left. And after plugging in the charger, the system was telling us that we are going to have to be here for 1 hour and 10 minutes to let this thing charge from 50% to 100%. So the real question is 1 hour is a long time. What am I going to be doing for 60 minutes? All right. Yeah, I get it. Let's face it. 60 minutes, it's actually long, right? But I'm pretty sure that if you question all the people that are sitting here at this charging station, it's not bothering them to sit here for an hour because they actually have things to do. They can talk to family members, they can go grab a coffee, or they can catch up on some movies or some shows on their screen, right? So I'm just gonna start by going ahead and grabbing a coffee. Yes, I'm seeing a Starbucks right in front of me. It's actually 10 a.m., 10:47 a.m. And I will go ahead and grab myself a black coffee. All right, let's get prepared for this trip. Okay. All right. This is how we do it. You grab something to drink, you use the restroom, and the next thing is to find something to watch. All right. We are currently sitting at 87% of battery. We have 20 minutes remaining. See? So it took me approximately 20 minutes to get in, grab myself a coffee, use the restroom, come back out, and I've got 20 minutes remaining to get my car charged to 100%, which is great. All right. Okay. So let me go ahead and find something to watch really quick. All right. Let me do YouTube. All right. Yeah, what you got? Okay, no problem. I will see you shortly. Okay. Yes, you'll be safe. We will travel for 230 miles. All right. 230 miles. And the GPS is saying that it's going to take us approximately 3 hours and 20 minutes. All right. So 230 miles for 3 hours and 20 minutes. All right. So we are using a Tesla Model Y rear wheel drive 2025 long range. Okay. And on the paper, it kind of gives you 320 miles on a full charge. Okay. Now the reality is you're not gonna get that. And there are a lot of factors that come into play. For example, the weather. It's actually cold, right? And when it's cold, these batteries don't operate at their optimal capacity, right? So instead of getting a 320 miles, we will probably get anywhere from 250 miles to 280 miles, all right, which is enough to cover our trip. We might not have to stop. I don't know yet. We will find out. But even if this car gives us 250 miles, this is going to be enough to cover the 230 miles trip that we're doing today. All right, so let's buckle up. Let's go. Ready? All right. All right, so we have arrived at the charging station with 28% on our battery, and the car is suggesting to get it charged at least for 5 minutes. Do we really need to charge this car for 5 minutes? I would say no, because we could have gotten to our destination with that 20%, 28% on the battery. But hey, we just don't want to go ahead and fight the car. The car want to be charged for 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and do it, All right, let's do it. All right. Okay, so as you can see, we are charged now and we are ready to continue our trip. It took us approximately 5 minutes. I didn't even have the time to go to the restroom. Let's be on our way. I will give you the recap of this trip when I get home. All right, so we have finally arrived home, thank God. So the battery is showing 13% left, and it's time to charge it. This time we won't have to go to a supercharger because we have the home charger here at home. So we will use it to charge the vehicle. So this charger gives me approximately 44 miles per hour. So I'm just gonna plug it, and after 6 or 7 hours of charge, I should have, a full battery. And I believe that it's gonna be enough to use it tomorrow for my daily need. All right. Yeah, I will give you more details shortly, but let's charge the car first. All right. So, is an electric vehicle for everybody? I would say no. It worked for some people and it doesn't work for other people. Does it work for me? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Would I take it for a road trip? Absolutely. Why? Because of all the features that it offers. One of the things that I really like in an electric vehicle also is the infotainment system. Yes. So most people think that electric vehicle owners sit at superchargers for hours without doing anything. It's not always the case, because inside a Tesla, for example, you have YouTube, you have Hulu, you have Netflix, right? You can watch whatever video you want. You can even play video games. So all those features kind of take the boredom away and it is so helpful during road trips. Imagine a 900-mile trip with you having to sit, relaxing in your seat, and let the car drive. FSD is a full self-driving, right? So you just sit and you make sure to pay attention to the road, and you make sure to be ready to take over when something is about to happen, and you let the car drive by itself. Yes, literally. It changes lanes, stops, accelerate. It does everything from A to Z. And that is really helpful during road trips because it kind of takes the fatigue and the stress away. DC fast charging sends a lot of power, high voltage power, directly to your battery without passing through the onboard charger. Yes, it goes from DC directly to DC. All right, cool. From 0% to 80%, it's faster. Why? Because the battery is empty. All right. But after 80%, you may experience a slowdown. While DC charging may be faster, right, and convenient, especially during road trips, it is not recommended to use it every day. Why? Because it causes a lot of heat and a lot of pressure to the battery, and that may cause it to fail. The weather has a big impact on the range of electric vehicles. Yes, all of them, no exception. You know, when it's too hot, the battery has to cool down, right? And it requires energy to do that. And that energy kind of causes a loss of range. Normal. When it's too cold out there, same scenario. You drive and you need heat in the cabin, right? The cabin. You put the heat on, and it kind of takes some power away from the HV battery, which is normal and which causes a loss of range. So either it's too hot or too cold, the battery doesn't like it. Okay, a lot of people strongly believe that it is a nightmare to travel with an electric vehicle. Yes, way better to use a gas car on road trips than to use an electric vehicle. They would rather stop at a gas station for 5 minutes than to sit at a supercharger for 30 minutes. Let's face it, it's faster. But the reality is that nowadays, the superchargers out there can give you 150 miles in 15 minutes. So you don't really need to sit there for an hour to get the amount of miles that you need to continue your trip. Now, have you taken a road trip in an electric vehicle yet? Tell me the part that you liked in the comment. And if you're planning to take your next road trip with an electric vehicle, let me know in the comment too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe.